Good morning.
Good morning.
I guess everybody out here I know, but I didn't know, but you still. My name is Scott Thomas. If you knew me in Bremen, my name is Scott Thomas, but if you met me outside of Bremen, I joined the military, I go by Tim. So I introduce myself as Tim when I see people. I can't say Scott anymore because I've been saying Tim for so long when I was in the military. But I'm gonna speak on the core values of the Air Force and the core values of the Bible. The 3 core values in the Air Force is integrity, service before self, and excellence in all we do. And I didn't realize how close the Bible and the Air Force values are the same, are close. But let me start in the beginning. I remember when I joined the Air Force, before I left, because Galen was living with us, so it was Galindra, Sadrin, and Samores was the last 3 nephews I saw before I went to the military, and they're here today. How about that? And my other story, when I joined the Air Force, I'm going to talk about service before self and God before self. Just real short, because the other one I'm going to get into integrity. And service before self was during Desert Shield kicked off. Everybody in my unit was deployed except me. Well, 95% of the unit was deployed. I wasn't deployed. I stayed back and I got assigned to another unit. And I asked the guy, I said, why didn't I go with my unit? He said, well, you do a great job and you have a newborn. My Scotty was like 2 or 18 months. And he said, I picked the people, all the single people and all the people that had kids that was older. But that was just him. That's not a military thing. That's what he chose to do. So that was good, I guess, because I got to stay home. And to say this, they deployed in August, and then I finally got deployed in March. But in December, Sonia, my wife, was pregnant with Tamaya. If I got deployed in August, Tamaya wouldn't be here. So I'm glad that I didn't get deployed because I was wondering why. So thinking back, I guess that's the reason I didn't get deployed with my unit.
Amen.
So Tamaya's here, my 3 nephews and nieces are here. The last ones I saw before I left. So that was service before self because he said I did a great job, so he didn't deploy me. So in the long run, 30-something years later, I see why. Why I didn't get deployed.
Amen.
So now I'm going to talk about integrity, or I talk about commitment. I was in the military 24 years. I was late one time in 24 years, and I've been out for 13 years, and I've still only been late one time for work in 37 years. So to say this also, if I can commit like that to my job, I'm not knocking anyone, but we gotta commit like that to even come to church.
That's right.
Not just God, but to church. You know, and you go. I think I did 52 weeks in a year, 52 Sundays. You shouldn't. I mean, some people like 4 or 5 times, but at least you guys they say, well, I'm here. But you got to put God in church just like you do your job. Because most people don't.
Amen.
And I try to, because that's excellence in all I do. And also go back to your core values. My mom and dad instilled that in me, not the military.
Amen.
But they just helped bring it out of me. Because it starts at home with your family. And you got to have integrity for your family also. And so the Air Force, the fundamental principles of defining who we are members of the United States Air Force, integrity first. It is not just a value on paper or on words we recite. It is a way of life. It is a foundation upon which our service, our honor, and our nation depends. And now I did the integrity on the Bible. Integrity is one of the most profound high principles in the Bible. It is a quality that reflects holiness, honesty, and constancy in thoughts, words, and actions. The Bible repeatedly calls us to live our lives of integrity because it is the heart of who God is and how He desires us to live. Consider Job. I know everybody knows the story of Job, but Job was a man described as blameless, upright, who feared God and avoided evil. Even in the midst of unimaginable suffering, Job had held his integrity. When his wife urged him to curse God and die, Job responded, "Shall we accept good from God and not trouble?" He refused to compromise his character even when everything around him fell apart. His integrity was not dependent on his circumstances, but on his faith in God's goodness. And just like in the Air Force, in the military, and I used to always say in the military, but then I started working with guys in the Army as a civilian, and I would never say military, I would claim the Air Force, not military, because it's totally different. But in the Air Force, if you don't have integrity, you got integrity is doing the right thing when no one is around.
Amen.
So if you got your troops out and you're not doing the right thing, you're gonna mess up your life, and the mission. You know, and the mission is very, very important in the Air Force, and the mission is important for God's mission.
Amen.
So you always in the Air Force they taught us the God, country, service, self. And I don't know, I couldn't find anything in the Bible, but I know God is always first, but I don't know what follows next. But because if you trust in God, believe in your country, and service the Air Force, and then you take care of yourself, if any four of those things go bad, or if something happened to you, those three things are gonna take care of your family. And you serve for your family. Because you put your family's up there high, but God, country, service, self, and then your family. Because if you don't take care of yourself, you can't take care of your family.
That's right.
People don't understand that.
That's
I
right.
have to take care of myself or I can't take care of my family. And I know that Sonia just walked in and she missed the beginning of my talking about Tamaya, but I'll repeat it just for her because she's here.
Amen.
That when I was deployed on Desert Storm, I was supposed to deploy in August, but I didn't. I deployed in March, and Tamaya was conceived in December. So I'm glad they delayed me getting deployed so Tamaya would be here. So I just had to throw that out there. Also, without integrity, there's no trust. This is part of in the Air Force. It says without integrity, there's no trust. Integrity is without strong teams, the mission fails. Integrity is the glue that binds us together. And also in the Bible, they take some. That was Job. Without integrity. Well, Job walked upright with integrity, but even Jesus always had integrity. 24/7, he would walk blameless, and you gotta live for the Lord, not for yourself. People gonna tempt you to do things, but you know you gotta do the right thing at all times, and that's what integrity is about.
Amen.
And I was hoping that when he asked me to speak, there was a lot of youth in the church, but I don't know. Hopefully I'll come back soon. But I remember even being a youth with on Fourth Sundays with Youth Sunday, and these ceiling fans in here, because even Leslie just walked in, because she was part of the youth. I think that's Leslie. I ain't seen Leslie in years. But we did a car wash in 1986 to raise money for these ceiling fans, and they're still up. And that was great because it was totally different back then than it is now, I guess, because I don't see the youth in church, but I'm sure they're gonna come back.
Amen.
And also when you're giving a speech, a person's attention span is only 20 minutes. I don't know how long I've been up here, but even when I'm on the camera and people up here, when they get 20 minutes, I try to let them know that you got 5 minutes, you're gonna lose everybody's attention. But some of them look at me like Mike and Aaron, they don't look at me, but I be trying to give them a skin. All we need is 20 minutes. Because after that, you lose people's attention and they don't have an idea of what you're saying. But then also, I don't even know if I've been up here 5 minutes, but I can see why they don't know how long they've been up here. So, I mean, I won't hit 10 minutes, but I guess I can talk about the other core value in the Air Force because I've only been up here 10 minutes, so I got a few more. You guys haven't lost your attention yet. The other one is excellence in all we do. And if you think about integrity first, service before self, and excellence in all we do. And you think about the Bible, integrity first, that means you put integrity first with God, and service before self, that means God before self, and then excellence in all we do. And if you think about it, they all tie hand in hand. If you excellence is all you do, that means you own time for church, and integrity, you come to church with integrity, you're doing the right thing, and then service before self, you come to serve God. So they all tie hand in hand. So whoever made those core values for the Air Force definitely was into the Bible. It was a Christian that was into the Bible. I didn't even realize this. I've been out of the military 13 years. I didn't even realize this until I started putting my speech together. So, you know, it's never too late to learn, but the Air Force was good to me and my family. But in any branch, anything you do in life, always think about integrity first, and God, and serving the God, whatever your church needs you to do, not just the church, even your community and your family.
Amen.
Everything goes hand in hand. Everything goes hand in hand. And that's my words of encouragement this week. And fourth Sunday, I don't know who's gonna be here next week, but thank you for having me, and you guys have a great day.
Amen.